Bren. Front and center, my friend. Go behind the microphone. So let me set the scene while he is getting ready. Bren is actually at the position of parade rest in front of a boom mic, which I actually appreciate and didn't expect. Let me set the scene for you that are listening on Zero Block 30. Now, The Office has a new gambling cave where on Barstool Bets, you can follow that on Twitter, on Instagram, and all over the place, where we have different fans from basically every single team that's left in the playoffs throughout the NFL season. We'll have our content folks go and watch the game live so you get those guttural reaction of what happened. Like last night, Bren and the rest of his Yankees pals saw my beloved Astros. Carlos Correa hit a home run in the bottom of the 10th inning to win the game.
You didn't give us a chance to fucking know the game was back. You can announce it. Oh, shit. Wow, I love that. This can't be real.
It's a damn shame.
This is like a replay.
It's a damn shame. How did that happen?
Now, it's worth it whenever everybody's reacting and everybody feels sad. It's not as worth it as when everybody comes in on a Monday morning and there is food left all over the place. As a member of Zero Block 30, who's had military discipline talks for over 2 years now, I expected more from Bren. Bren, your initial response after leaving such an atrocious mess. What do you have to say for yourself?
The food should have been cleaned up, sir.
Yeah.
So, well, first of all,
Sir, he works for a living.
So, Kate, if you were still a young corporal and you had your lance corporals, your PFCs, leave that mess all over the common areas in the barracks, what do you think the punishment would be?
Well, it would definitely have to be a big punishment because we're talking the full case here. In this case, in the military, what would Erica Nardini be?
Ooh,
Battalion
commander?
She's the battalion commander.
Yeah.
She's our CEO here, and she sent out an email this morning titled, "Are you too good to clean up after yourselves?" And then she wrote, "It would take you each approximately 30 seconds to put stuff in the trash. So fucking disrespectful."
Yeah, when
She
you get on her
CC'd
radar, not good.
She CC'd the entire content team and then our boss Dave Portnoy, El Prez, and then she specifically called out the Yankees fans, including young Bren, who were there in attendance at the thing. And there's photos of food and just stuff everywhere.
And this is the prime military example of you don't want to be on anyone's radar that is like 3 ranks ahead of you.
So,
Nope, just at all.
Because the battalion commander is involved, maybe I would have taken care of it in-house smaller, but because the battalion commander is involved, I feel like whenever that happens, you have to make a show of it. You have to do whatever, which I think we're doing right now.
So what was the response, Bren? Like, what was the reason? The game was just over and you guys were like, fuck it, let's get out of here?
When you lose a game like that, you literally don't think about anything other than the game. The food, you just forget about the food. It's been eaten hours ago, and it's just... Usually there's a cleaning crew that comes. They had the off day today, so they did not show up overnight. So there was no one to clean the food up. We should have known that there was a holiday today and taken it upon ourselves to clean the food.
Yeah, but why would there even need to be a holiday? Why would it be okay to leave a mess like that even if there was a cleaning crew coming?
They usually always do, though.
I'm not just saying this instance. I'm saying every instance. Why do people think it's okay to just not even put anything in the trash?
Every time there's a live stream, there's always trash everywhere. It's a bunch of young dudes. And Dave then
I'm tired of making
out,
that excuse. It's a bunch of young dudes. Like, you should know better.
Then our boss Dave tweeted out, "The problem with our office is that with the exception of probably 5 to 7 people, the rest haven't worked an honest day in their life and just waltzed into a dream world and have no sense of reality, and we need to be their boss and parents." Lots of double chicken people on this list. So, yeah. And so there was 2 types of responses to this. Double Vodka Don, a.k.a. Big Ev, said, "Ashamed to be part of this. Got caught up in the heat of the game and forgot to clean up after myself. Had every opportunity to take 5 minutes of my time to clean up this mess and didn't do it. My parents didn't raise me this way. That's on me. Apologies to everyone at HQ." And that's how Bren has been, too. I saw Bren before the show.
Now,
Chaps, he was back there with a mop.
I know what you're going to say, so let me interrupt. Because whenever you have these moments where, even as like a company gunnery sergeant or something like that, where you know one of your Marines fucked up. And this is one of those cases. When I saw Bren's name on the list, I was like, son of a bitch. This motherfucker. And and I was high and to the right. Like, I was legitimately getting upset because a lot of this stuff was like content, like where deep down inside, do I really care that it was messed up? But the responses of like just being so entitled, like Hub saying that this is not on me.
Well, I wanted
And
to
then
talk about those two responses because like there was Double Vodka Don said he took responsibility and so did Bren. And I saw Bren back there with the mop and the bucket and the spray. He was actually back there really cleaning.
I didn't make a public comment, but on my way into the office, I stopped at a Rite Aid. I got Lysol, I got wipes, and I went in. And a lot of the stuff had been cleaned already, but and wiped down. But the painting where they were doing the mural, there was some stuff on the floor that needed to be swept up and mopped, and I helped Aria. And
He did.
I mean, my heart.
And that's where I knew that was happening before, because my initial punishment was going to be stronger. But MB, our lovely sales lady upstairs, who's like the intermediate between like the content side and the business side, she actually texted me that she saw Bren in the Rite Aid before Bren had addressed it with me or addressed it with anybody else. So he took corrective action on himself. So therefore, what normally would have probably been a straight up NJP, we're only going to do for Bren's first ever page 11. And there's the punishment. There's always a corrective action because you're not a good leader if you don't give a corrective action with the punishment. Is that I have suspended Bren from the Chaps and Kate show, where he's also the producer there, for 1 week. And during that time period, he will be going live on Zero Block 30's Instagram. He's going to have one of his other cohorts film him while he is doing cleaning, and we are going to go live on Instagram for about 15 minutes of that cleaning every day. That's what we're going to do.